Good morning. Hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that thumb button. Thumbs up. Hey, listen. We know we got to talk about James Harden. You know, we've been going too long without talking about James Harden. I've been watching too much. Bumpy road. James Harden got to get this work. I'm sorry. James Harden got to get this work. James Harden. What happened to James Harden? I don't know if you guys remember guys like Dan Williams and Baron Davis. Baron Davis and Dan Williams was a superstar in this league. Baron Davis was a great, really good player. They was bulky and athletic. I don't know if you remember that dunk he did against the Golden State Warriors that he did. He went sideways, went in. That was special. If y'all watch playoff back in 07, listen, that was special. James Harden has joined that crew with Dan Williams and Baron Davis. His athleticism is straight out the window. He is trash. I mean, he can't get past nobody. Nobody. He can't get past, he can't even jump over a brick right now. Like James Harden has lost all his athleticism. He's not a superstar anymore, guys. Like, for Philly to make that trade, they thought they was getting Houston first year Brooklyn. Them hamstring injuries, when you party all night, you go to the strip clubs. I know James. I just see James all the time. I don't know him personally. I just see James all the time at strip clubs. James Harden like to party. He don't like to work as hard as the others. Look at his body. He shot out to Houston 30 pounds, 40 pounds overweight. You get these hamstrings when you don't be in shape. So he didn't be in shape. He get out these hamstring injuries the last 2 years. He's getting older. He was never athletic to begin with, and now you see the results. Like, all James Harden can do is dribble now. All he can do is dribble in place. That's all he do right now, dribble in place. That's all he do, dribble. He can dribble in place. The step back three is gone. He can't even shoot the ball no more. Like, he used to be a good, very good 3-point shooter. At least 35%. Now he's below 35%. He can't get to the free throw line no more. So this happened James Harden game. Back when they made some rule changes. They get away with calling them fouls. So James Harden now, he used to go to the line 11, 12 times a night and make 4 or 5 threes a night. The 3-point is not there, and so his game is deteriorated. I used to say James Harden will be the next Kobe Bryant. James Harden will be the next Kobe Bryant. How? You don't have a mid-range game. You don't have a post-up game. He can hit the mid-range shot when he go off the dribble. He do a step-back mid-range jump shot, but he don't get the mid-range game. He's not Kobe. He's no Jordan. He's no Chris Paul in the mid-range. He's no Kawhi Leonard. So he didn't add that to his game. What he did was, and it's the same thing LeBron James did. James Harden and LeBron James got the same offensive game. It is LeBron James is like 6'9", locomotive, bully. James Harden not a bully. He got to the lane with the Euro step with skill. His handles, and you close out to him too hard people line. He got dribble. He gonna go right by you. He gonna Euro step you and finish over the top. He got through the lane with skill and a little bit athleticism that he had. LeBron James got athleticism out this world, still at age 37. It's crazy how great LeBron James athleticism still is. It's crazy. And LeBron James take his body, so LeBron James gonna be fine. Cause LeBron James is a three. He gonna shoot the three and he gonna go to the paint. No in between. James Harden gonna shoot the three into the paint and free throws. LeBron James free throws. So that's how they get their points mostly. James Harden get his points three ways: the 3-point line, the free throw line, and the layup line. Somehow in James Harden game, his favorite friend, that's who the general manager in Philly, Daryl Morey, convinced him to not take 2-pointers. He switched his whole game around, and now he's back into that system when he first switched his game around, and now he's not the same player anymore because the injuries. He didn't take his body. He's out of shape, and the refs are not giving him them calls no more. He look like a fool going to the basket. He like a complete fool. He can't. Sometimes like he can't play ball when he's go in there and throw some stuff up, throw his hands and act like he got fouled. He looked like he just throwing up bad, terrible shots and turning the ball over at an alarming rate when he does that because he's not getting called. So he looking crazy. The referees got him looking crazy because the game and the rule changes on the foul calls. They're not giving him just because his body react because they think he got a little contact. They're not doing all body reaction no more. they looking at the plays. They've actually been smarter instead of just flopping back and then they give him the call. Like they actually not give. He's not doing it no more because he's not that player no more. He's not getting no superstar call because he's not a superstar at this moment. And forget not being a superstar. It's just the right call not to make to give him all them free throws. So that is gone. So he can't. So the dribble still look nice, but he ain't going nowhere. He look like Bernie Mac and Bud the Rum, dribbling the ball but ain't going nowhere. Can't get past nobody. Like, it's cool that you got handles like that, but you got dribble like, but who you can pass? Nobody. Like nobody. James Harden don't play defense. He don't play in the post. So as he age, he can't even go in the post. Like this shit is crazy. And James Harden, all that. Look, he was never a guy that's committed. And people gonna compare him to Kobe. Kobe, how? Like how he's Kobe? Like how in the history of the world we ever compare this guy to Kobe Bryant? All that shit he did in the regular season on these boost up numbers, you got to think about it, bro. Kobe playing in an era where the pace of the game was below 100. This shit is above 107. When James Harden averaging 36 and back there was 34, the pace of the game was over 30, over 107. I mean, you get more possessions in the game. The game is more faster, it's more tempo. When they switch the shot clock, when you get an offensive rebound to 14 seconds, I mean, that's more possessions. That's time. That's more time and more possession that you get. Bottom line, Kobe never played in the era where he can do this. Kobe had 43, 44, man. Like that 36, like when James got his 36, it was free throws and threes. Free throws and threes. So now everything has switched back. Everything switched back. I mean, the pace still high, but James Harden game had to switch back into his old OKC days where his first Houston year, when he was shooting, he can do the mid range a little bit. Do the mid range, get to the post and credit fouls. He can't do that no more. So in the postseason, he was never Kobe. He did this shit in the regular season. In the postseason, bro, people don't understand the postseason, the regular season. Even when the LeBron James fan by Kobe, you have to win 20 games. You got to win 20 games to win 5 championships. 20 finals games to win. You got to win 4 games. 5 times 4, that's 20. You got to win 20 finals games. You know how hard to win 20? And you have to win 3 series to get to the finals. So LeBron won 16 final games. 16 finals win. Kobe got 20 final wins. You know how hard to win 1 final game? Just to win 1. So that's the disparity. You know how many final games James Harden won? 1. He been in the finals 1 time. That's when he had Kevin Durant and Westbrook. They should have broke that team up, to be honest. Look how that superstar talent just gone. And they had Jeff Green on that team. And Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka had a championship in Toronto. Like it's crazy how they messed that team up. Sam personally did a great job, but he couldn't do a great job to maintain. He didn't maintain to keep them together because they didn't want to go to luxury tax. They should have been on luxury tax. Because Brooklyn, all the other teams don't care about going to luxury tax. They should have kept that team together. It would have been way better. The league, it would have been Golden State before Golden State. I digress. But back to Harden, because he's going to get this work. When you compare him to Kobe, it's a different level of basketball. In the playoff basketball, your numbers go up. James Harden numbers go down in the playoffs. Like, he the only superstar player, numbers go down in the playoffs. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, everything go down. Points per game. Like, he was averaging 36 in the regular season, but he didn't average 36 in the playoff season that year. He was averaging 34 in the pandemic year. But it would end up coming pandemic. And he got to the bubble against the Lakers. They lost 4-1. He didn't score 34 against the Lakers every night when he did in the regular season. Like, he's the only superstar we can point to. I can point to right now and think of that his numbers went down and when other superstar numbers go up. Like we see when Luka Doncic, his numbers are up. He's a superstar. He's a superstar and ready made for the playoffs. James Harden is the opposite. So we saw these comparisons. It was like ridiculous. Them comparisons from the jump been ridiculous to Kobe to James Harden. Oh, he's the greatest scorer ever. Is he better than Kobe and Mike as the best perimeter scorer? No, because you got to do it regular season and postseason. Not just because you shoot threes and the referee give you free throws. No, James. No, we can't give him that over. Like, are you serious? Kobe dropped 45 a night. In the era James Harden played in, come on, bro. Only thing James Harden do better than Kobe and Jordan, he's a better 3-point shooter and better free throw shooter. He's just a better shooter overall. But better talent-wise and skill set and game, offensive game, perimeter, man, please. It ain't even close. James Harden can't see Kobe and Mike. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.